أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this session, inshallah, we will look at chapter 8 in the Islamic Studies book 2, and the focus of chapter 8 is istinja, al-istinja. When you wish to go to the toilet, you must set aside any article on which there is some mention of Allah, such as a ring, a pendant, or anything of that kind. Before stepping into the toilet with your left foot, first say, Bismillah, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khabaith. Bismillah, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khabaith. And this means, in the name of Allah, O Allah, I seek protection in you from the male and female devils. We've discussed this before. The toilet is an unclean place, so we enter it with our left foot, and then we make a dua. We ask Allah for His protection from the evils of that unclean place, from the male and the female devils that reside there. While using the toilet, you should keep your body screened from view. While in the toilet, you should not engage in conversation. You should neither return the greeting of anyone who greets you, nor respond to anyone who talks to you. If you happen to sneeze, you should praise Allah by saying Alhamdulillah only in your heart, but not out loud. So again, because the toilet is an unclean place and the act of using the toilet is an act of uncleanliness, we don't say Allah's name out loud in that situation. We need to say Alhamdulillah when we sneeze, but we only say it in our heart, not out loud, out of respect to Allah. If you happen to answer the call of nature outdoors, then go to an out-of-the-way spot and make sure that the ground is right. Avoid facing the Qibla and relieve yourself. You should not relieve yourself on any of the following places: on a stone, under a tree, whether or not it is one that bears fruit, because people may seek the shelter of its shade and get their clothes dirty, while any fruit that falls will be polluted. In public places, in a source of water supply. So again, we don't relieve ourselves in these places because we don't want to make things that are clean dirty, things that other people may use thinking they're clean, dirty. Water is for purification, so if we pollute it, then we make it dirty and it can no longer be used to purify. So we should ensure we relieve ourselves in out-of-the-way, unused places. In the place you are using as a toilet, you should not mention the name of Allah out of respect for His name. Always use your left hand while washing yourself. When you have done what is needed to do and cleansed yourself with water, leave the toilet with your right foot first and say, Ghufranak, Ghufranak. I seek your forgiveness, O Allah. So we've done something unclean and we're now seeking Allah's forgiveness for that act. It's a necessary act, but we still ask Allah for forgiveness after we use the toilet. And because we're leaving that place of uncleanliness and going to somewhere clean, we step out with our right foot. So we go into the toilet with our left foot, but we leave the toilet with our right foot. And when we go into the toilet, we ask for Allah's protection from the evils and the uncleanliness and the male and female devils which are in the toilet. And when we leave the toilet, we ask Allah's forgiveness. Ghufranak. So some exercises now. Exercise A, if you color in the correct cloud to complete the sentence. So sentence 1, I should enter the toilet with the left foot first. So we've mentioned this, the toilet is unclean, so we enter with our left foot. I should enter the toilet with the left foot first. So you color in the cloud at the back that says left. Sentence 2, I should wash up with my left hand. I should wash up with my left hand. Again, what we've done is unclean, so we're not going to use our the hand we eat with, the hand we read the Quran, the hand we hold things with, the hand we shake people's hands with. We're going to use the other hand, the left hand, because we're cleaning something dirty. So color in the cloud at the back that says left hand. I should leave the toilet with the right foot first. I should leave the toilet with the right foot first. So we're now leaving behind the toilet. We're going back to normal life, to cleanliness, to proper state of being. And so we're going to use the right foot first. And we should, unless we're going into the toilet or doing something unclean, washing ourselves from after leaving ourselves, we use the right hand, the right foot. This is the preferred hand and the preferred foot. So you leave the toilet with the right foot first. Okay, so exercise B. How should a Muslim use the toilet? 1. Before entering the toilet, I should say, Bismillah, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith. Bismillah, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith. That means, in the name of Allah, O Allah, I seek your protection from the male and female devils. And we say this when we enter the toilet. I may not take anything with Allah's name written on it. So if you have a ring or a necklace or a pendant or anything that has Allah's name written on it, take it off before you go into the toilet. We show Allah respect by not wearing his name, not saying his name out loud in a place of najasa, a place of uncleanliness. I must be careful to enter the toilet with my left foot. Okay, so we enter the toilet with our left foot first. Okay, again, it's an unclean place, so we don't use our right foot first, we use our left foot first when entering the toilet. When relieving myself, I must not talk to people, say hello to people. So we don't, when we're using the toilet, we don't talk to other people. If someone says salam, we don't say salam back. This isn't like sitting in your living room, you're doing something private, and it's a necessary act, but it's an unclean act. Okay, and you must not be visible, so make sure no one can see you when you use the toilet. I must wash up with my left hand. I must wash up with my left hand. Again, we don't use our right hand because this is an unclean act. We use our left hand. When I'm finished, I say غفرانك. When I'm finished, I say غفرانك. Okay, so you ask for forgiveness. غفرانك. And that's chapter 8. And inshallah, in the next session, we will start and we will look at chapter 9. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.